Okay, so today we're going to be playing a bit of the Elder Scrolls Legends. It is a card game somewhat similar to Hearthstone for anyone who doesn't know already. And so I'm just going to jump right into some ranked play. I have already, as you can see from my level 50, played quite a bit. I've actually been playing since some point in the open beta. Back in November I finished top 100 Legends, but then I kind of stopped playing for quite some time after that, and have just recently picked it up again, so still kind of just struggling to get back to a decent spot. So I'll go ahead and keep these just because they're
well met, marsh friend.
Fairly strong. This has been a new Spell Sword mid-range deck that I built that I'm trying out. Top deck a 2-drop? Nope, never lucky. And I do want to get on board as quickly as possible in this matchup, since what Scout does is they ramp up their mana, then just drop a ton of huge things in general. Okay, that is mildly annoying, but I should still be ahead for now. So this Mammoth has Breakthrough. That means that any damage that doesn't go to killing the creature I'm attacking just goes straight over to my opponent. And I'm dropping Hive Defender now, which has Guard, which is the Elder Scrolls Legends equivalent of Taunt.
Provides.
And as you can see, he's already ramping. Probably should have attacked with the Hive Defender first. Actually, because if he... as you might have noticed, again, if you're not familiar with the game,
The hist provides.
every 5 damage...
What have we here?
Man, this is annoying. But, every 5 damage they take, they get to draw a card, and if the card has the Prophecy keyword, then they get to play it instantly for free. And then what this card does is it makes his cards cost 1 more mana next
I
turn.
would protect the hist.
Ugh, that's nasty.
My scales move in shadow.
Don't think I'm gonna win this one.
Chimera guidance.
And I hate having to waste an execute on that, but since I have a 6/1,
What have we here?
might as well.
Let's go then. My time is precious.
Yeah, this isn't going well at all for me.
We'll hold, no matter what.
And let's go with
I would
this.
protect the hist.
So now we're switching over to the Shadow lane because I'm not gonna be able to keep up my guys in the field lane. That's just straight up not happening.
These streets are mine!
Huh.
My scales move in shadow. Cleansed.
Okay, he's gonna take out the Divine Fervor. That makes sense.
I would protect the hist.
So I'm gonna need to think for a moment here.
The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory.
A little distraction might prove useful.
By bark and root.
Don't make me laugh.
I think that was my best line. I'm sorry for dropping off on the commentary, but
Mother of mine.
basically I need
My
to just as quickly as
scales
possible
move in
get to
shadow.
killing him,
I would protect the hist.
which is why it's being
Steal from folks who
really
ain't
annoying
using
that he's
it.
having
lead
all of
my
this
family
stuff.
to glory.
And I didn't exactly draw something good, huh? So let's see, what's he have that's dead? A Shadowfin Priest, a Thorn Hist Mage. Or multiple Thorn Hist Mages. Some Murkwater Witches, and Preservers of the Root. Just trying to figure out what he gets back from this if I don't kill it.
Don't make me laugh.
Behold my power.
Too late for you.
Okay, I think that
May the
play
Hist aid me.
kill this. Now, do I play it on the Bone Colossus or the Wrath of Sithis? I think the Bone Colossus. Because it gives more targets for if he hits this. Because this has lethal, so it just, as you can see, it should come up on screen. Yeah, just destroy any creature that this damages.
These streets are mine!
So he does that, hoping that it hits here. And it doesn't, so that's pretty neat. Oh, this is
The
gonna have
void
an ugly.
awaits you!
My scales move
Now
in
you will see
shadow.
real power.
Okay, so he needs this to be something good, pretty much, or I should win.
I would protect the Hist.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
Nicely done.
And that does not really matter. So as long as he doesn't hit some back-breaking prophecy, this should be my game. He did not. I win. Excellent. So yeah, to beat a scout deck, you just have to rush them down. And hope that they don't get really good draws that prevent you from rushing them down. So let's see, I get 15 gold and a common. That's the worst. That is the worst possible reward that you can get for winning 3 ranked play games. You can get technically up to 50 gold, though that's rare. And you can even get a legendary or just a full pack from winning 3 games, so those are both also very rare. Let's see, I've got the ring. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these, although this may come back to bite me. If I draw a Windkeep Spell Sword off the top, I'm good. But I did not, so it looks like I am gonna be the second one to get on the board in all likelihood. And it's Prophecy Battle Mage, aka the deck that I hate the most. Because yeah, you'll get to see the prophecy mechanic with this guy because
Close ranks.
he
Let
is just
nothing
very
through.
much playing a prophecy deck. And I don't think that it's worth it to Crushing Blow the 5/2 to save my 4/4, because that would have prevented me from developing a 3/6 to protect me from his 2/2. So now he's having to use 3 cards just to take that out. Really? He's running Shadowmere? This is just getting straight up
By our
confusing.
service, we honor time.
So yeah, this card is kinda weak if I'm having to play it out of my hand, but it's pretty good if I play it as a prophecy. Also, it can generate some burst damage, so...
This should be good.
By Arce's beard, this stay will be mine.
Now I think it is worth it to use the crushing blow to prevent taking 4 damage.
So, it has been written.
Yep, he found a prophecy off of this. This is kind of an awkward turn for me. There's not really a good play.
A little distraction might
We'll
prove
do that,
useful.
see if we can get him to trade into my 4-3 instead of hitting me in the face. Nope.
We must protect the Night Mother!
Okay, if he does nothing else this turn, though, I can handle it. We'll play the top decked Javelin to try and tilt him. And we're not swinging in right now because I'm not really in a position to race him at the moment. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow, he is really going all in on this, huh?
I would protect the Hist.
Behold my power.
Should have swung in first.
Close ranks! Let nothing through!
And that was a pretty big
We'll
mistake
go,
on my
no
part.
matter what.
Okay, so now I hope that he doesn't have Supreme Atromancer and that I can start gaining some health back from this Profiteer.
So, it has been written.
Whew. Yeah, Fate Weaver's not a great card if you don't get a prophecy off of it.
Honor and blood!
I mean, it's still not terrible, it's just not really the best.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
And we were only swinging in to break the rune so that we could draw a card off of Eastmarch Crusader. So now that we have
The
that,
forest will not
we're not,
suffer your presence.
that is nasty.
By Arce's beard, this stay will be mine.
So I'm going to be taking at least 3 more damage. Possibly more if he has something like a
day is
Sentinel
mine.
Battle Mace.
Elements, I summon
Or
thee.
Dumb Tromancer. So there's a very high chance that I just lose this game now. Because this card is kind of ridiculously overpowered.
Behold my power.
So that's definitely happening. Then I guess we play out
There's a plan.
this.
There's always a
A little
plan.
distraction might prove
This.
useful.
Confound you!
Gain some life, we go down to 6. And hope that that's enough. To not die. So he has used 2 lightning bolts. And 2 spears of embers, so he should be starting to run a little low on just outright burst. Or he could, you know, top deck like a champion.
Behold my power.
I should have silenced that. I'm a derp. I am just a
By Arce's
derpity
beard, this
derpsman.
stay will be mine.
Chimera, guide us!
Confound you!
So now we hope that he didn't top deck like a madman.
Elements, I
He
summon
top decked
thee.
like a madman.
Irma Mora tests us.
So yeah, you can see why that card is kind of overpowered. Well, there's nothing that I could have done. He top decked 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He top decked 8 burst. So nothing I could have done. They need to nerf that card. Because, I mean, you shouldn't get all of that burst damage and a 3/3 that has to be killed and 2 5/3s with breakthrough. So it's just kind of unreasonably strong, that card is. To the point where literally every deck with the color blue in it runs that card. It's like this guy, who is a streamer, by the way, he's probably streaming right now. But I mean, this guy, he's definitely running Supreme Atromancer, or Atromancer, however it's pronounced.
Careful there, friend.
The longer the odds, the
Confound
sweeter
you!
the victory.
So yeah, I'm hoping to get this East March Crusader online next turn. Though, of course, no promises.
Your blood will spill!
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
That's not good for me.
Confound you!
If I top decked an Execute, it would have been great for me. And he hits a Prophecy on the first rune, of course.
We'll hold, no
Draw
matter
Execute.
what.
Ah, never lucky. So I've lost this game already. He got a Prophecy off the first rune, and he's playing a control deck, and my deck is really more meant to beat slower mid-range.
Let's do this.
Well, at least he missed on his, cunning ally.
Shale,
I would protect the Hist.
If he has Lightning Bolt, we just concede, go on to the next game. Because we are already super far behind this game. Because, I mean, I couldn't find my Executes early on, so the Daggerfall Mage just wrecked me. He got a first rune Prophecy. He's had the removal. It's just not going great.
shale take you.
He probably doesn't swing in. Yeah, because he didn't have any mana left to deal with whatever
By bark and root.
whatever I played if I got
There's
Prophecy.
a plan. There's always a plan.
Arcase Beard, this day will be mine.
So he's just gonna get a Dawn's Wrath eventually and wreck me. That's how this one will go.
Careful there, friend.
You won't foil my plan.
Oh, at least you didn't get a prophecy off of that
You must
rune.
be cleansed by bark and roots.
So we want to save the Bone Colossus until after he dons Wraths. That's what I'm thinking. Because he'll play Dawn's Wrath, that'll clear the Shadowland, then we play Bone Colossus in, and he just Piercing Javelins it, and we cry. But I don't know, I don't really have a whole lot in terms of options at this point. If I can do
Let
the...
none defile our temple.
Well, at least he had to play that from hand. I can get like 10 damage in next turn.
Sheol take you. I have you now. A little distraction might prove useful.
You won't foil my plan.
Mother of mud. By bark and
Prophecies. Neat. So now he dons Wraths this lane, almost certainly. But we just need to, really try and get some damage on him before he can start bringing down Manticoras, so that I can get lucky and Crushing Blow him to death, is the plan. He does not have a Dawn's Wrath. So that means...
A little distraction might prove useful.
by bark and roots.
that if any of these live, I win. I win.
You won't foil my plan.
Because I had the
my
Crushing Blow. Woo! Okay, yeah, so that whole thing pretty much hinged on him not drawing his Piercing Javelins or his Dawn's Wrath. I couldn't play around it because the later that game went, the lower my chances of winning got. Did I already win another 3 games this video? Thought that I won one, lost one, then won one. I think that might be a bug. That happens sometimes. I'm not complaining, but... But yeah, I just... Since that was a control deck, eventually he was going to start dropping big guard creatures that also destroyed my creatures. He was going to be able to play things that stole my creatures. He was going to be able to play things that just killed all of my creatures in a lane. So, I was very much on a timer to kill him that game. Which is why I had to go ahead, break runes, hope he didn't get prophecies. I also got relatively lucky on the prophecy front. Once he, after, I think that he only got that first prophecy, and then he got a prophecy on the 4th rune. That didn't really matter. But yeah, on the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th runes, he didn't hit a prophecy. Which is pretty good for me. Not pretty good for me is my hand. It's a little bit more reactive than I'd like it. I might have to just play out
There's
this
a plan.
East March
There's
Crusader.
always a plan. There's a plan.
That'll do.
There's always a plan.
Okay.
You won't foil my plan.
So now I play out the Hive Defender. And he'll either play out his own Hive Defender, in which case we use another Ring Charge Javelin it, and take the value trade, or he'll play out something like a Sanctuary Pet. Hashtag value. We will want to start, if we can, putting some damage on him, though, so that he can't use a Golden Saint, which would give him 2 4/4 guards instead of just 1, since he is currently ahead of me on life total. Yep, there's the Sanctuary Pet.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
Eh.
We'll hold, no matter what.
And we're playing out the Eastmarch Crusader so that we can at least kill one Golden Saint if it comes down.
Chaos, thank you.
Cliff Racer is also pretty bad for me here. Really, he does nothing on 6. That is peculiar.
Don't make me laugh.
And First Rune Prophecy again, never lucky.
A little distraction might prove useful.
That's fine though.
We'll hold, no matter what.
The Dark Brotherhood is upon us.
And we're going
and
ahead
I
using
shall
our last
cure it.
ring charge to get this out. It is immune to lethal, and if it kills this, then it just eats all of his Fighters Guild recruits. So he didn't have much of a choice as far as killing that or not. So he had to spend all of his mana killing it.
Behold my power.
I am worried, though, that he's a control deck at this point.
Don't make me laugh.
Second Rune Prophecy.
Let none defile our temple.
And this one is worth, I think,
Don't make me laugh.
using that. And because at this point I strongly suspect that he has Dawn's Wrath, I'm not going to play out my Preserver of the Root into this lane. Yeah, this game is almost certainly a loss at this point. He's hit 2 prophecies, and that'll be really difficult to come back from. But since I'm suspecting that he has a control deck, meaning that he'll have like Manticoras and Odahviing down the line, I don't think that I can afford to not go for it. I guess he could just play an Eclipse Baroness this turn if he
There's
wanted,
a plan.
but
There's always a plan.
life gain, that's annoying. Hopefully he doesn't have a Protector of the Main as a follow-up.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Okay, cool, he did.
Don't make me laugh.
Can he get 3rd and
Don't
4th
make
Rune
me
Prophecies? He can't. Interesting.
I will protect the Hist.
So this more or less forces out a Dawn's Wrath if he has it. And he does in fact have it.
Chimera Gaia!
So he probably Manticoras this? Yep. So now if I can top deck another Crushing Blow, I win, but otherwise this is looking very, very lost.
The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory.
But I don't think that Crushing Blowing his Profiteer is correct.
None can challenge Khajiit.
Okay, we're done.
None can challenge Khajiit.
Victory is yours.
Not coming back from that one. Because yeah, like I said, he had all that high value stuff, we just weren't quite able to outrace him. We were close. If I had maybe gotten that Divine Fervor a little earlier, I might have had a chance. Or maybe if I had Crushing Blowed the Fighters Guild recruit early on so I could split lanes, but I don't think that was a good idea either, because then I don't get to develop. Oh, hey, it's Charmer again. And I might not be so lucky with him getting crappy draws this time. I've got a ton of 3-drops in my deck, so I'm going to go ahead and risk this.
This day will be mine.
Even though if I don't top deck a 2 or a 3-drop, I won't have a play next turn. Well,
Confound you!
that sucked.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
That also sucked.
Confound you!
I will protect the Hist.
So he's had Daggerfall on 3 both times, and neither time I've had an Execute.
Shame take you.
Nice try. Care to go again?
Chimera guidance.
Confound you! By bark and root!
Eh, no First Rune Prophecy this time, though, and he probably tomes this to kill this, is what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
Really? Does he have a Javelin? Okay, there's one Javelin down.
Confound you!
I will protect the Hist.
Does he have a second Javelin? If he does, though, then he's just continuing to use his turn to remove my threats while I'm getting damage in. I mean, it's not great for me if he has a way to remove this, but neat.
The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Found you! By bark and
So I'm forgoing damage to his face that turn just so I can use all my mana and start to split lanes to make using things like Manticora and Dawn's Wrath less effective.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Miss.
Let's shed some light on the problem.
Never lucky. So this probably dies. Have you tried just screaming that you have an ice storm?
by bark and root.
This guy really needs to work on getting luckier.
By our service, we
Burst
honor
damage.
time.
Behold my power.
Yeah, just kind of went wide. Tried to... Yeah, this is definitely a bug, because that's like the third win in a row that I've gotten the 3-win rewards. Well, with that, I think I'm going to call it a video. Yeah, see, this time I got 15 gold and a rare card. Granted, I already have 3 of this rare card, but hey, more dust for me. Or gems. Still talking like a Hearthstone player. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more to come. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.